When you think about good video games, what comes to mind? The gameplay? The graphics? The story? Well, I have a different take on things. I think one of the most important things to make a great game is the music. And Monsterhunter might have the best music out of every video game ever made. Monsterhunter features a variety of themes, from chill and cozy village themes that are still impactful to prepare you for the hunt that's about to go down, all the way over to kick-ass monster themes. For example, when you load into an area, you are always greeted with this intriguing music. Seemingly inviting you to explore, but also warning you of the dangers you might face on the way. And then, utter silence. All that you hear is your footsteps, the sound of the monsters, and nature. There is no music in these games, except for when you're at the village or fighting a monster. This sheer feeling of silence makes the game not only more immersive, but also makes it even more impactful when a monster appears. Let's take for example Basil Geese, the B-52 bomber. Its music starts with a needle sting when you first see it. From the second you engage the monster, the music starts banging hard. And the music of these games is just so motherfucking good. It's impactful. Each music showcases the monster personalities perfectly. You can feel, you can guess what a monster is going to be like from the music alone. And another fun detail is, the music changes when you ride or mount a monster, from this massive, impactful tone of the monster to this drum-like tone, more like your hunter, basically showing that in this mounting sequence, you got the advantage. Now for comparison, let's look at the theme of the Great Jagras. It's more like a bass, because this is the first big monster you fight, so it is impactful. It has to be, because this is the first major threat for your player. But it's also more calm, basically showing that this is not the biggest bad of them all. But if you then compare this to the theme of every other monster except the Kuliaku, there is a drastic and perfect just switch between the two of them, signaling the player that when he first sees the engine app, etc., that this monster has more of a threat level than the Jagras they just faced. Now this game features a lot of different monsters, and with a lot I mean a lot. And every one of these monsters has to be unique in its own way. Even though many of the themes are often reused for a few monsters, for the really big ones, they get their own theme. And they represent the gameplay perfectly. And nowhere is that better shown than in the final boss of Iceborne. So, you remember how every fight basically started with this impact, and then it goes to a more combat style because you actually have a chance of fighting the thing? Well, the theme of the final boss of Iceborne starts like this. And then it doesn't get any better, it just gets more and more threatening, representing how you're struggling to fight this thing, which you just cannot kill. And then it gets more intriguing as you notice what you got to do to finish this thing off. And then it gets heroic as you just barely try everything in your power to fight it the way you now know you have to, before you then get absolutely pummeled by it. Did you recognize what that was? That was the main theme of Iceborne, integrated into the final boss. But this is not the only time Capcom has done something like this. No. This beautiful music goes back to the third installment in the series, with Dire Morales, the final boss of Monsterhunter 3 Ultimate. So, if this sounds familiar, it's because it is. Dire Morales' final theme is actually just the main theme of NH3U. But it's more dire because, well, you're fighting a walking volcano which just boiled the entire Pacific. Or as a last example, let's look at the entry of the final boss of Iceborne. So you remember how we had, hey, you can do this, you just gotta fight. We had, oh no, this is hard. But you can still do it. I believe in you. Well then, we got the final boss of Iceborne, which is, holy fucking shit! Run for your life! In sort of a subcategory to that, here are the 3 rules that you gotta know when fighting a monster. If the monster is big, it means that it's going to have a lot of health and is strong. If the monster has choirs in its music, it's super strong. And if proof of a hero plays, you're dead. But do you know what's even better and literally got me screaming when I heard it? Proof of a hero the most epic song ever with a fucking choir! The music of Monster Hunter is simply put amazing. Not only in the combat, not only in the build-up, but also in just the very emotional hit itself. Like, come on, for example, just holy shit, this music is fucking amazing! And if you were to ask me, I'd say that is what makes Monster Hunter's music so truly amazing. From the thrilling combat to the calm village themes, Monster Hunter is just a game you can listen to.